we're back with more Johto Pokemon to give them new random types. Starting off with Janma. The new type is Dark. Dark Janma appeared in areas where Janma had to compete for food, and only the most aggressive ones that were like stealing from others and using tricks to get their food would survive. So eventually they earned their Dark type. And next up is the cute little Wooper. And the new type is Bug. It's not overly buggy, but I gave it little antennas, and antennas can be used to locate things, which is very useful for Wooper, who often bumps into things and then it can't get up because it doesn't have any arms. And then when it evolves into Quagsire, it gets 4 arms. And the reason I made them purple is because normal Quagsire has a purple back, so I thought I'd tie it in with a new type. And now it's evolution time! When I did evolutions for Gen 1, I decided to make them part their original type and part the new randomized type, because otherwise, a pure water type espeon would actually just be a Vaporeon. So I'm sticking to it, and we're going in dex order, so that means espeon is first out. And the type I got is Grass. I used this flower as inspiration, and this form of espeon lives around open fields of flowers. They're often targeted by bug types, so Grass espeon tend to live in packs, so they can help each other out from all those pesky little bug types. And let's go over to espeon's partner, Umbreon. And the new type is Ghost. Ghost Umbreon is so rarely seen, it's mostly considered a legend or a myth. Like some old people talk about a pure white Umbreons living through walls to steal from humans. No one ever really believes them, because it sounds really weird, like they made it up, but it's all true. And next we have Murkrow, and the new type is Electric. I really like Murkrow's sort of magician witch vibe it's going on, so I'm keeping that, just making it a little bit more zippy zappy. This form of Murkrow lives in areas with lots of thunder and adapted to it by becoming electric themselves. They can be seen flying into a thunderstorm to be hit with lightning, which charges them up and makes them extra dangerous to be around. So of course they're also seen as like a bad omen, because it means a thunderstorm is coming if you see one. And people tend to not like thunderstorms even though they're kinda cozy, whatever. And now, Slowking. And the new type is Fighting. I just made it a little bit more punchy with boxing gloves. And it's probably a Slowking who didn't really get more intelligent upon evolving, like it just wants to punch things now. And quickly over to Misdreavus. New type is Fire. It's still got some ghostly qualities to it, but it's now based on a candle. And they like light and sunshine a lot, so you mostly see them out on sunny days. And the more sunlight it gets, the brighter its hair thingy grows. So presumably if you lock it in a dark room, it would eventually end up a very pale whitish yellow. Don't do that, it's like really mean. And next up is Unknown. And I got Electric. I'm not doing all of them because that would take too much time, and I'm trying to make this series come out once a week, and adding 28 more Pokemon is just a tad bit too many. But I love that I got Electric because I get to make them like a golden yellow. And usually Unknown hangs out in old ruins, but these Electric Unknown live in modern buildings with electricity, and thus adapted the electric type and turned yellow. That kind of makes sense, if you don't think about it too much. And now it's time for Wobbuffet, and the random type I got is Flying, which means I've finally got every type at least once for this series. I think it's safe to say the most famous Wobbuffet belongs to Team Rocket, and rockets fly, so I turned it into a rocket. Initially based on a proton rocket like this one, then I remember Wobbuffet also has arms, so I gave it arms that are supposed to mimic like a space shuttle. And I don't know how it actually flies, maybe it's still part psychic type and uses those psychic powers to lift itself up from the ground, I don't know, it just had to be a rocket, okay? Next Pokemon is Girafarig. New type is Ghost. Ghosts are great because I can go weird and creepy, and that's what I did. So the idea is that the tail is its own entity and it's slowly consuming Girafarig, who is surprisingly chill about it, just walking around like nothing is wrong. And the tail part is kind of like gasless gas, you can't really touch it, it's just like gas or air. I guess we're at Pineco, I don't know how to say it. Anyway, the new type is Psychic. And I don't know if this is a bit far-fetched even, but I thought Psychic could sort of represent a wizard, and so a wandering wizard pinecone. And it evolves into an even less wizard-looking wizard. I really wanted to give both of them legs so they could not be entirely motionless like their regular forms. The Fortress has legs, but the shell cloak is in the way covering them. And yeah, they both turn out kinda weird. That happens sometimes. I don't know. Let's move on. And the next Pokemon is Dunsparce. New type is Water. I waterified it by swapping its yellow and blue color and turned it into a tiny whale. In case you didn't know, Dunsparce likes to dig. So what happened was Dunsparce accidentally dug down to underground water and eventually became a water type Pokemon. They usually live in like calm underwater caves, but they can flop around on land like a decent amount, kind of like a seal. Next Pokemon is Gligar and the new type is Dragon. Gligar is already a good candidate for being a Dragon type, because they look kind of lizard-like, I don't know. As the name suggests, Gligar likes to glide through the air rather than fly, so Dragon Gligar became a thing when Gligar mastered the ability to fly on their own, and their pride grew so big it turned into a Dragon type. At least that's the theory people have, like how pancake-loving Pikachu turned into a Alolan Raichu. Sometimes having a big ego turns you into a Dragon type. And that's all the Pokemon we had time for this time, but we're coming back soon with another video with exciting Pokemon such as Shuckle. Do people like Shuckle? I don't know, but it will probably be in there if you go by Dex order, which I do, so hopefully I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!